Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. See Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Jameis now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just...
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. yards. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 15 carries, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On third down, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
A first down throw for Winston. That's taken in by Callaway. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Brady now on 1st down. Flush to his right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. Brady going to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On play action, now Brady eluding the pressure right. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd down and goal. Brady, and he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 8. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Panthers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, this is Fournette. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Again, it's Fournette. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Winston now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Winston now. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A give. This is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play fake. Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Winston to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Brady now to throw. Flush to his right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Succop's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Winston and the Saints now.
Down by 13, a little under 1:50 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston.
It's complete. Kamara.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bucs, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be back